back to Royalty Soaps. My name is Katie, and this is my mom, the Queen.
Yay.
Now, as you can see from our lovely memorabilia we are wearing today, we are big fans of Mr. Post Malone. Maybe we should explain to them our relationship with Post Malone. First of all, we're all from Texas. He's in Grapevine, and we're from, well, I'm from like the Dallas area. She's from Houston, so all within like a 3 to 4 hour radius.
Right.
So
he's a homeboy.
He's a homeboy. So when the song Congratulations came out, she heard nothing about it, but I heard it and was like, this is basically my song. Because my entire like career time, I had some people in my life, relatives, who didn't really believe in me and were always telling me that I was not going to be able to do this thing and soap is just dumb and I should go get a real job. Then Post Malone comes along with Congratulations about people telling him the same thing, and now he's driving Bentleys in Hollywood with the celebs, and I'm like, yes. So the goal and the moral and the everything is that you just gotta believe in yourself.
Whatever. So we don't agree with all of his ethics and morals, but he's fun.
He's hilarious, okay?
And
we think he's funny, essentially.
Yes. And so whenever we need a little laugh, a little lifting up, and maybe had somebody poop on our parade, then we just go, congratulations. And she sings it better. She usually sings it and I do the dance.
That's right, that's right. We'll leave dancing to her. So the soap today is a congratulations soap, which means it has confetti inside. It's basically a tribute. Easy to do.
Post.
Yes, post. If you've never made soap before, it's actually relatively easy to do for this soap. It requires melt and pour, and I'm using soap scraps from my cold process. But if you don't have soap scraps, you can make soap scraps.
What
you just make
it out?
different colored melt and pour.
Okay.
So you'll color the melt and pour them up, and then you'll take a potato peeler and scrap, 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 scrap until you have lots of confetti. The first step is to melt down all of your clear melt and pour. Now we're using extra clear melt and pour because we want the scraps to be the highlight. We don't want it to be very cloudy. So this I got from Crafter's Choice. You can get it at Wholesale Supplies Plus, and I have about 8 pounds in here, all melted down. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the fragrance oil. So we're using watermelon fragrance oil, Watermelon Mania from Wholesale Supplies Plus. You can take a sniff, smells real good.
Oh, like the bubble, it smells like gum to me.
Yes, it really does. It smells like that Hubba
Post
Bubba.
would approve.
That's right, he would. His candy coated, his candy coat on his car.
That's right.
That's right, his candy
right
scented
there.
soap.
That's right, with his confetti coming down.
Woo! So I'm gonna slide this out of the way, and I'm gonna let you measure some fragrance oil into this 8 pound thing. We're gonna use about 4 ounces of fragrance oil in this. I'm gonna turn it on. You will use different fragrance oil amounts depending on which fragrance oil, what the maximum usage is allowed on it.
4 ounces?
That's right.
Oh no, 4.6. What do we do?
Now that the fragrance oil has been added, I'm gonna have her mix it up with our scrapey spatula.
I'm good at this part. I can stir.
And while you're mixing up, if you've never done melt and pour before, well, you would have for this project already because you had to at least make those. Then you're just gonna go really, really slow.
Oh,
because,
stir slow?
Yeah, that way you're not incorporating lots of air bubbles. If you do get air bubbles, take rubbing alcohol and a little spritzer and just spritz the top. Now the watermelon fragrance oil has turned this slightly yellow. So, we don't care. But if you really want to make sure that it's nice and clear, you just get a clear fragrance oil. One of the ones
How do you
I know
if it's clear?
It should.
I mean, it's in a blue bottle.
Indeed. It might say on the distributor's website. I happen to know things like coconut, lime, verbena and stuff, those are all really clear. Black raspberry vanilla is typically clear. It might tell you on the supplier's website, it might not. This might be something where you have to purchase a couple of them, look at the liquid and see, oh, that's totally going to turn my soap a yellow color if it's melt and pour, or a brown color if it has vanilla, that sort of thing.
Well,
oh my gosh, look at that spider.
Oh,
it's huge.
is that its butt or is it carrying something?
Jumping spider.
Is it carrying something?
No, that's just the spider.
Oh.
No.
Now that this has been mixed up, we're gonna set this off to the side. Hey, look, I got this. I made this for you.
Oh.
Oh, you just drift off.
Oopsie. That was what this was for.
Clearly beginner
I'm no
is too
good.
advanced for you.
Let's wipe it up.
And now we're going to dump in all of these.
They don't get to watch. They don't get to watch from above. The dumping in.
Don't draw attention to the fact that I don't have a good camera set up here,
Oh,
woman.
oops, okay.
I would also just like to show you guys the amount of scraps that I have saved. Look at all those soap scraps.
They're all kind of settled. They're probably more than it looks. If
Yes.
you fluffed it.
Yes, so
See?
pretty.
Oh.
So here's what we have in here. So now I'm gonna have my mom dump this in our pot.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I think I better use my hand.
Yeah, probably a good idea. So let's mix them up in there.
Do I have to also go slow doing this?
Yeah, I would try to go slow just so that you don't get a whole bunch of air bubbles in. Essentially what we're trying to do here is get everything nice and coated without incorporating anything too much so that it fluffs.
Yeah, I mean, I see air bubbles. Seems like you
Yeah.
should just mush it down in there,
Yeah.
not stir it.
Probably a good idea. And they'll come to the top once we pour it too.
Okay.
Would you like to add some glitter?
Oh, yes. Do I just spray it?
You do just spray it. This is airbrush
Oh,
glitter.
yes.
Yes.
Look
from
at how
Fizz
fun.
Fairy.
Oh, Fizz Fairy, you're the best. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's so shimmery.
It is.
More.
And let me tell you guys the good thing about using this stuff from Fizz Fairy is that the micron size is very, very small. So you're not gonna actually feel the glitter whenever you're bathing with it. Whereas if you use a bigger one, like even a cosmetic grade one that's biodegradable, it can be kind of scratchy in your bar because the glitter hex size is just too big. But this, it's basically just a glorified mica. So it makes it really sparkly, but you're not actually gonna feel it when you're bathing. So that's why I like her airbrush glitter. I will link that for you guys down below.
I think there's enough in there maybe now.
Okay.
I can't tell.
Well, if you think there's enough, then we're gonna start pouring it in.
Maybe a few more. All right. So I just pour it in, eh?
That's right.
Do I try to go from one side to another? Does it matter?
Yeah,
Here
I
we
like
go.
to do that.
Like this.
Good job.
I'm a pro already. Okay, look at a big clump. Does that
That's
matter?
all right.
Okay.
Nope, it doesn't matter. It'll cut just
Oh
the same.
no, I think it's gonna be too full.
Oh, that's good. We want it. I made it so that there would be a little too much.
I want this clump in there though.
Oh no, I don't. Just a disclaimer, this is a little bit of a messy process. So make sure that you have like a whole lot of room to do it and that you don't need to use that space for anything else. Now you can take your rubbing alcohol and we're gonna spritz the top. That'll just pop any teeny tiny little air bubbles that might be sitting up there. It'll kind of work as a binding agent for the soaps so that, you know, they look really nice together. And now you can spritz it again with glitter if you would like.
Oh yes, I do. Oh boy, that's so pretty.
I know.
Whose is this?
This
again?
is from Fizz Fairy.
Man.
Yeah.
This is so fun. You could. I wonder what other applications you could use this for.
I don't know.
Crafts and body glitter. Can you use it on your body? I guess so. If you can use
Yep.
it in soap.
You sure can.
Body glitter when you go to the Renaissance Fair.
That's right.
Maybe when you just go out in public to the store.
At the end of the process, your soap is gonna look a little something like this, and we're gonna let this sit a really long time. Preferably, if you're making this in the late afternoon, you're gonna want it to sit overnight because you do want the bar to be as hard as it possibly can get before you cut it. It'll just look a lot better that way, but if you're really impatient, 6 to 7 hours will probably do you proper. What do you think?
I love it.
So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna let this fella sit on the counter. We'll clean up our mess, wash our pot, you know, put away.
Have to.
Yeah, put away all of our soap scraps. And then we will be back to chop up these congratulations soaps. The soap has been sitting now for about 4 or 5 hours. So we are peeling off the silicone liner. This is the Nurture Soap 5-pound mold, so it's the silicone liner that accompanies the mold. Very, very easy to use. Look at the inside.
It's beautiful. Look at it. Look on the top. I love that shimmer.
Yes.
I wonder what other colors they have.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh-wee. Woo, look at that. That's gorgeous. I love it.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. And it smells so good.
It's a little murky in there. This is mainly just from the fragrance oil that we picked. but overall, beautiful. Since this is a beginner video, we're gonna let a beginner cut the soap. Yes. So we have just here a regular kitchen knife. We have marked it off at 1 inch here. So you can see this very faint little line. So she's just gonna line it up and push down. You can use a miter box, but I have found in my experience that they don't keep things completely straight anyway, so you might as well just go ahead and eyeball it.
Ooh.
Ah. I love the top. Okay, those are really, really fun on top. Like
I
just
love it.
sticking out all like boink, boink. Yes, exactly. And the inside, you can see all the fun colors. This is what the soap looks like up close and personal. You can see there's no glare on there now, so all those colors are really vivid. They're very much in your face. If you want to avoid having some down here where this has kind of lifted and this is all sort of clear with no stuff in it, then you would probably want to pour a soap like this in layers, like 1, 2, and 3. And that way none of the product settles, or lifts, rather floats, because they're so light up to the top. There won't be room for it to do that, in other words. And now we're just gonna take a potato peeler and you can bevel the edges. This is what I do to all of my soaps. So you have the option to pour in layers, or you can just, you know, cut the bottom off and ta-da! We hope you guys enjoyed this not really tutorial, just sort of fun soap making video.
I'm pretty sure you could recreate this in your own special way.
Probably. I will leave you guys the links to everything we use, so if you want to try to figure it out, you be my guest. Now we have 2 questions of the day today. Not 1, but 2.
Ooh,
so
fancy.
Mother wants to know, do you guys want this soap to be available in my shop? Do you want to get your paws on it?
Yeah, how many would there be probably?
About 15 or 16 of
Limited
these bars.
edition. Limited edition
Congratulations.
Duchess and Queen. Congratulations. So
That's right. And number 2, if we put these in the shop, should we cut off the bottom part that didn't have...
yeah, we had one over there.
We had one over here, yeah. But you can see this is what it looks like without that bottom. It's all confetti, and there isn't any like just clear without confetti. So should we chop the bottom off, or should we leave it if we put them in the shop? Thanks for being my guest.
Be
Our guest, be our guest. Put your test.
Well, you're welcome. I'll happily help you with anything any stirring that you need doing, you know, washing of dishes. I can do those things.
Those are all the things I need done. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and if you would like to see more like casual, kind of chatty videos with my mom, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Yes, for real.
Watch it with your cup of coffee.
That's right. You're really just our friend here with us today.
Welcome home.
That's right. And until next time, we hope you have an absolutely royal day. Do something for yourself today.
Like, go get your favorite drink. Maybe it's at the, can we say places?
Yeah.
Maybe it's at the QT. Maybe there's a special slush you like at the 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Maybe you like a buy water, but they're so expensive.
They
Whatever your favorite drink is, go get one today.
That's
Spend
right.
your $2.50.
That's right.
Splurge. Yes.
And until next time, we hope you all have an absolutely royal day, and bye for now. Meow.